Good morning from day 36. We're off to a good start today. Last night at camp, I was able to get a little fire started, even though a lot of the wood around here is wet. I made it work. This is what we're looking at today. The rain that came through last night about 3 o'clock in the morning didn't make the trail too much soggier than it already was. Right here is fine, but yeah, made a little fire to dry the insoles of my shoes out, my socks. My shirt came pretty dry on its own after a while. But yeah, I could go 19.6 today to the partnership shelter, I think is what it's called. That's the one where you can have food delivered to you, and that would make tomorrow like a 12-mile day to get picked up by Coach and stay at the hostel that he owns. Can't think of the name of it at the moment, but I booked a night for Thursday. And I mainly do, I feel like the hostels sometimes are frequent, but that's only to be able to make sure that everything is charged. But other than that, I still plan on putting miles in that day and progressing. And as yesterday would have it, my initial goal of 100 miles per week, per 7-day week, has caught up to itself. So 500 miles in the first 5 weeks. So doing pretty good. And right now we're going downhill. Piece of cake. Over the last few days, the leaves have been slowly starting to poke out on some of these trees. Some of the bigger ones, not so much. But these little ones down here are going, and once everything's open, it'll make a huge difference, I'm sure, on the bright, sunny, warm days. Might help cool it off down here underneath the canopy. So excited to see that change. It's been a steady incline for maybe the last mile or so. There's still more to go if we're going to that mountain, but kind of leveled off and working down slightly to what they're calling Comer's Falls. So we'll see what that's like. Safe and sound. So I was just hiking with a guy for the last hour and a half or so, and he said he was from Michigan, and I was like, oh, me too, originally. And come to find out, he lives like 20 minutes from where I used to live, and told him I'm in Mississippi now the last year, but it was a small world, and I'd been bumping into the guy a couple times the last couple days, and so it was pretty neat to find out. He goes by the trail name Diesel. But yeah, just goes to show you what a small world this is. But when you're out in it, it sure is a big world. Making my way to the top of something, and then after this there should be, I don't know, only 800 or 900 feet of ascent over the next 5 miles or so. Not bad. Had a pretty good climb coming up from that way. I'd go ahead and call it, quote unquote, the worst of the day so far. There's really not much left for ascent, but everything's been gradual today. But that one, they brought us just right up here. And yeah, it was good, but it was the tougher one. So, but that won't stop me. They're fused together. Alright, I'm about a half a mile from the shelter, plus an extra 1/10 to the visitor center. See if they've got some cold sodas in their vending machines. And see if I can place an order for a pizza. I don't know if there's gonna be other people there. And I don't know if the pizza place has a minimum amount for delivery out here, but whatever it is, I'll make it happen. So there's one over here somewhere that caught my attention. It ran from like here over here, and then this one just snorts at me, and it was literally like right next to this tree right here. Add 2 whitetails to the list. Why are you looking at me like that? You're safe right now. Alright. I got pizza to deal with. Otherwise I'd hang out. Placed my order for my pizza. I'm getting a salad as well, and a 2-liter of Pepsi, so that I was able to get my dollar amount up to $30 minimum. But if I can't eat it all, I'll share it with other people if they want some. But the shelter, kind of see it from here. Not that close. I don't know, it's over there somewhere. I'll show you that. Pizza guy showed up wearing a Detroit Tigers hoodie, so I knew it was about to be good. I've already started digging into it. Supreme, salad, 2-liter of Pepsi, and they brought a cup of ice too. Pizza perfect. Would recommend. So I moved on. I didn't really want to stay at the shelter, and it's still early, so I ate all I could, gave a couple slices away, and I'm just gonna find somewhere to throw the tent up for the night, but not planning on hiking into the, chasing the sunset or anything, because tomorrow I still gotta, depending on how far I go today, 8 to 10 miles before I get picked up. So we continue. All right, there was a couple of good climbs coming out of there. I'm for one glad I didn't stay there, because I would have had to do that first thing in the morning. And now I can work that pizza off a little bit, because I ate over half of that thing and a bunch of the salad I got, and drank as much as I could of the 2-liter of Pepsi, but most of it did not go to waste. So, but worked up a sweat there. So next spot I find to tent at, hopefully pre-established with a fire ring, I'm stopping for the day. all these rocks has me kind of worried about what the tent site would be like as far as sticking stakes in the ground, but we will see. All right, this is gonna be home for the night. I got probably 21 or something miles in today. There was a spot that was like a mile back here somewhere that the icon on the app showed it being in one spot, but apparently I had seen it a tenth or so before that indicator. So once I got to the icon, I was like, well, I ain't going back. So I came to this next one. You know, one of the comments said it was a little sketchy. It could be, but I don't think it's going to get too windy tonight for anything to be an issue. But we'll see how it goes. So tomorrow is like 8 miles to the pickup point, and then staying at the Mary Hiker Inn, I think, the bunkhouse. So I've heard good things, and I'm going to check it out. Matt. Just doesn't even care.